everybody. Today is Tuesday, and today we're going to start with rolling out your quads, mobilizing your quads and your calves, okay? So quads first, we're going to go into couch stretch. If I can move my legs properly here, okay? So foot up, and then knee forward, all right? Knee down, hip forward, okay? And what we're going to do today is we're going to get yourself into this position, and I want you to really try and hollow your ribs and then drive that hip down to the floor, okay? So this one's going to be a lot more kind of the top of the quad into the hip, all right? And then once you're there, you can really kind of play around with where your hip position is. If you feel like you don't get very much out of this, then you can start to put like a block here, or you can start to get into this type of position, okay? But what the common theme is going to be is keeping the ribs down, okay? As soon as the ribs flare, that takes off the tension, and then all we're doing is extending the low back and not getting anything through the quad, okay? So let's try to tuck those ribs, squeeze the butt, and then really drive the hip through no matter what angle you're at, okay? You're looking for about 1 minute, 90 seconds on each leg, okay? And let's make that pretty active. Let's really try and drive that hip through, okay? Other one we're gonna do for the calves is just going to be classic smash. We're going to get that handle of the kettlebell. You can use a lacrosse ball as well if you want to. Ooh. Up and onto the kind of the outside of the calf, okay? And we're kind of going after, the gastroc a bit more today, okay? So gastroc is that big guy at the top, not the smaller one going down into the Achilles, okay? And then just kind of do a few ankle pumps as you work yourself back and across, okay? There's going to be a few spots in there that you notice are definitely a little bit nastier. Those are the ones you want to spend a bit more time on, okay? Got to do a few little ankle circles, some up and down, inversion, eversion. Oh! All right, so really try and poke around in there to find the one that works best for you, okay? Looking for, once again, about 1 minute on each side. Strike. Okay, so let's go into our strength portion, okay? We are doing a dumbbell bent over row for A1, and then a seated straddle press or a Z press, whichever nomenclature you prefer, or as I've argued with someone earlier this week, nomenclature. Yeah, who says that? Might as well go and eat a tomato as well. Okay, so from here we're gonna go into our bent over row position. If you're doing this with 2 dumbbells, you'll go outside the legs and just right in here, okay? If you're doing this with 1 dumbbell, I find it's easier between the legs, okay? And then just right here, in, control out. All right? In, control out. So we're trying to keep that shoulder blade down, all right? And kind of think of the line of the pull and where your forearm is in relation to that line of the pull. If you're pulling up, but your forearm is across the line of the pull, you're using more bicep than back, okay? Your elbow has to be back and your hand has to be down more. If you're pulling your hand back too far, then it's turning into more of like a tricep extension or like an arcing row, and we're gonna get a bit more tricep in there, okay? So let's try our best to keep that forearm in the same line of the pull that you're pulling in, okay? From there, straddle press / Z press or Z press. All right, so we're looking to stay nice and tall. Dumbbell in the front, out, press, back in, okay? All right, we're looking for 8 to 10 of these, all right? And let's make sure we try and keep control and stay nice and tall the entire time, all right? Some of you might find that your hip flexors want to cramp when you're in this position. Deal with it, okay? Don't just kind of be like, ooh, it's cramping, I get my legs together. Just try your best to keep them out, okay? Part of the problem is that your hips are not really sure what they're supposed to be doing to help in this position. So if you stay in this position and just deal with it, they'll be like, oh, okay, I know what's going on now. Instead of being like, oh, no, sorry. You don't get to learn from this situation. I'm just gonna fix it and not let you have to adapt, okay? Let's make sure that we're trying to challenge ourselves. That cramping is a challenge. Overcome the challenge, okay? From there, we go into our WOD. All right, we have a 12-minute AMRAP today. First movement, 10 alternating devil's press. Chest to the floor, up. Snatch. You can switch hands at the bottom, or you can switch hands at the top. Up to you, doesn't matter, okay? So 10 alternating presses, or devil's press is 5 per arm, okay? Then 20 walking lunges. Knee to the floor, okay? 10 per leg, I don't think there's weight. Doesn't say weighted walking lunge, all right? And then 30 double unders. The key to a double under is to jump and have 2 revolutions of the rope and land. That is all, okay? So, 12 minutes, 10, 20, 30, boom, give her, all right? Have yourselves a great Tuesday, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.